I was eating a simple green salad at my favorite cafe when my fork hit something hard and shiny. I looked down and saw a giant diamond ring staring back at me. A ring that was worth more than all the money I had in the world. Hello, and welcome to English Unwritten. Today we have an amazing story for you. This story is slow, simple, and easy to follow English. So listen carefully and let your English improve naturally, one story at a time. My name is Sophie. I am 23 years old. I live in a very small apartment in a very big city. Every morning, my life is the same. I wake up at 6 o'clock. I drink a cup of tea. I walk to the library where I work. I love my job at the library. It is quiet. It is full of books and the smell of old paper. But I do not earn much money. Most of my money goes to my rent. Most of my money goes to my bills. I am always careful with my coins. I never buy expensive clothes. I never go to the cinema. But once a month, I have a special treat. On the last Friday of every month, I go to a small place called the Sunny Cafe. It is a beautiful cafe with yellow curtains and wooden tables. I go there because I feel happy there. I always order the same thing, a fresh green salad and a glass of cold water. It is simple, but for me, it is a luxury. Last Friday was my special day. It was also my birthday, but no one knew it was my birthday. I was alone in the city. My family lives very far away in a small village. I felt a little bit sad, but I told myself, Sophie, today is a good day. You have your books, you have your health, and today you have your salad. I walked into the Sunny Cafe at 1 o'clock. The cafe was very busy. There was a lot of noise. I heard the sound of coffee machines. I heard the sound of people talking and laughing. I found a small table in the corner, near the window. I sat down and waited. A waiter came to my table. He looked very tired. He had a lot of plates in his hands. "Hello," I said with a smile. "I would like the green salad, please." "One green salad," he said quickly. He did not smile back. He was in a big hurry. I waited for 10 minutes. I looked out the window at the people walking on the street. I saw a woman with a big red umbrella. I saw a man walking a very small dog. I was hungry, and I was looking forward to my meal. Finally, the waiter returned. He put a large white bowl on my table. "Enjoy your meal," he said, and he ran to another table. The salad looked perfect. It had green lettuce, red tomatoes, and white cheese. I took my fork and started to eat. I was thinking about my life. I was thinking about my dreams. I wanted to travel. I wanted to see the mountains. But I knew I needed to save money for a long time. Suddenly, I felt something hard. Clink. My fork hit something that was not a vegetable. I stopped eating. I moved a piece of lettuce with my fork, and there it was. Deep inside my salad was a ring. It was not a cheap ring. It was made of bright yellow gold. In the center was a diamond. The diamond was as large as a pea. It caught the light from the window and turned it into 1,000 tiny rainbows. I sat very still. My heart started to beat very fast. I looked around the cafe. No one was looking at me. Everyone was busy eating their own lunch. I slowly picked up the ring. It felt heavy in my hand. It was cold and beautiful. I thought to myself, is this a dream? Did a diamond ring just fall from the sky into my lunch? I looked at the ring very closely. On the inside of the gold band, there were some small words. I held the ring near my eyes. The words were, "Always Together, 1955. That was a long time ago. This was not a new ring. This was an old ring. It was an antique. It was probably an engagement ring or a wedding ring. It belonged to someone who had a long history. Then a very bad thought entered my mind. I thought about my bills. I thought about my rent. I thought about the mountains I wanted to visit. If I sold this ring, I could pay for everything. I could change my life. I could buy a new car. I could move to a bigger apartment. I could be rich for the first time in my life. I put the ring in my pocket. My hand was shaking. I felt a cold sweat on my forehead. Nothing is free, I whispered to myself. I knew that if I kept the ring, I was stealing. Someone was looking for this. Someone was crying for this ring. I looked at my salad. I was not hungry anymore. I felt sick. I stood up and went to the counter. The tired waiter was there. "Excuse me," I said. My voice was very quiet. "Yes? Do you want the bill?" he asked. "No," I said. "I found something in my salad. Look." I opened my hand. The diamond ring sparkled under the cafe lights. The waiter stopped moving. His mouth opened wide. Oh my goodness," he whispered. "Where did you get that?" "It was in my bowl," I said. The waiter called the manager. The manager was a tall woman with silver hair. When she saw the ring, she turned very pale. "Thank you, Sophie," she said. She looked at my name on the library card in my wallet. "You are a very honest person. Please, come with me to my office." We went into a small, quiet room at the back of the cafe. The manager sat down. She looked at the ring for a long time. "Sophie," she said, "a woman was here 1 hour ago. She was an elderly woman. Her name is Rose. She was very upset. She told me she lost her ring. She was crying. She said the ring was the only thing she had left of her husband. He gave it to her before he went to war in 1955. I felt a tear in my eye. I was so happy that I did not keep the ring. Rose lives just around the corner, the manager said. I will call her. Can you stay for a few minutes? Yes, I said. I want to meet her. 15 minutes later, the door opened. A small woman with a kind face walked in. She was wearing a purple coat. Her eyes were red from crying. When she saw the ring on the desk, She made a small sound of joy. She picked it up and kissed it. Then she looked at me. She took my hands in her hands. Her skin felt like soft paper. "Thank you, my dear," she said. "You don't know what this means to me. This ring is my heart. My husband is gone now, but when I wear this, he is still with me." Rose told me her story. She told me about how she and her husband met in a library, just like the one where I worked. She told me about their long life together. She told me that kindness needs respect too, and that she wanted to thank me for my honesty. Rose asked me about my life. I told her I was a librarian. I told her it was my birthday. "Your birthday?" she said. "And you gave me a gift on your birthday? That is wonderful." Rose reached into her bag. She didn't give me money. Instead, she pulled out an old, beautiful book. It was a book of poems. "I am a writer," she said. "And I have a friend who owns a big publishing company. They are looking for a new assistant. I think you are the perfect person for the job. You are honest, you love books, and you have a good heart." I was shocked. A new job? A real career? 1 week later, I had an interview. Because of Rose's letter, I got the job. Now I work in a beautiful office, surrounded by writers and books. I earn enough money to pay my rent and save for the mountains. I still go to the sunny cafe every month, but now I don't go alone. I go with Rose. We sit at the same table by the window. We eat our salads and talk about life. Every time I look at my salad, I smile. I didn't find wealth in my bowl that day. I found something better. I found a friend. I found a future. And I found the person I really wanted to be. I realized that day that life is full of surprises. Sometimes a problem is actually a door. Sometimes being honest is the best investment you can ever make. I lost a diamond ring that day, but I gained a life I love. Honesty is a small light that can show you the way to a very big future. If this story touched your heart and helped you practice your English today, please subscribe to English Unwritten and join our community of learners. I have a question for you today. If you found something very expensive, would you try to find the owner? Or would you keep it to solve your problems? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. It is a great way to practice your English writing. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in our next story.